I've not been to this park for 22 months. I've not been to a UK theme park for 19 months and a theme park full stop for 10 months. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's been ages since we've done one like this. First up is Symbolica. Gangsta Granny. Sorry. Change of plan. Apparently Gangsta Granny queue lines reach max capacity already. So Rita in 13 first. I must add that it's not actually 10 o'clock yet, so I don't know how that's happened. We're in for a pretty busy day here at Alton Towers. The last coaster I actually rode was Silver Star at Europa Park, which is a very big B&M. This is another Swiss ride, Intamin here. I think we're going to wait about 20 minutes for this, but this is what people do when they're bored. I don't blame them. Just rode Rita. That was pretty good. It was a lot smoother than I remembered. It was buttery smooth, honestly. Some good airtime. Since the last time I rode a roller coaster, I've grown quite a lot. I'm pretty much at the max limit, but they didn't say anything about me being too tall, which is good. 13's on a 90-minute queue, which I don't think we're going to do now. We're going to go and do Roller Disco, one of these fun fair rides. If you go down to the woods today, you better not go alone. Oh, that's the wrong ride, isn't it? Just on the Walters Roller Disco, and we were spinning a lot more than I anticipated. That was actually really fun. It's time for Wicker Man. Gonna do Wicker Man now. It's just opened, and I'm so happy about this because it's been closed for the last 2 days according to the app, and we heard it testing this morning, and it's opened like 10 minutes ago. Yep, the fire effects are not working. Skyride is stuck currently. Oh well. No smoking. The Wicker Man thinks otherwise. Bit of smoke, maybe. Yeah, it's a bit of an anticlimax, to be honest. So I've just heard that the fast pass queue is an hour long. Meanwhile, the total queue is 3 hours. But we got in a bit before it filled up, so I think it's only going to be 2 hours in total for us. These prices seem fair enough. £3,500! You having a laugh, mate? So I've just been on Wicker Man, and honestly I was a bit disappointed by that. I think I might have actually enjoyed Rita more, but we're gonna go and do Gangsta Granny now because the queue's only on 80 minutes, which seems like quite a lot, but it's been on 120 all day, so I kind of do want to check out the new area. Change of plan, Gangsta Granny's back on 120, so we're going to go and do Smiler and Oblivion over in X Sector. Oh yes, you go slower. I don't think you know just how happy I am to see it. I'm smiling and I'm not even in the queue or the ride. It's on quite a long queue, but this thing is just a masterpiece. Time for Oblivion. So I've just done Oblivion, and the drop on that actually didn't take my stomach as much as I remember it doing. Obviously it was nearly 2 years ago since I last rode it, but basically I think I'm getting too big for coasters. I think I'm gonna have to start skydiving to get a real thrill now. And if you didn't already notice, I am in the queue for the Smiler, which was basically in my top 5 last time I rode it, and I really hope it's as good as I remember it being. Honestly, I can't wait for this, but I will have to because it's about a 2-hour wait. Airtime! Front row on the Smiler, finally, here we go. So, the Smiler. It was a bit rough, but that's not what bothered me. What bothered me again, I'm literally too big. I basically have to slouch in order to fit, so it's a lot of pressure on my shoulders. It's not the most enjoyable. But the ride was quite intense, but the airtime moments were kind of ruined. So if you look past the actual ride experience, sometimes you can't help but marvel at the engineering masterclass behind building this ride. It's amazing how you get 14 inversions in here. It's an amazing bit of steel. Next up is Spinball Wizard, which has a relatively short queue compared to other rides. Cars are coming around this track so often. It's a bit of a dream to photograph. Do not go on the Smiler.
Oops, too late. Throwback to when I got caught with a GoPro on the Octonauts. I'm not going to be doing that this time. Already got the credit, mate. That lady on the Smiler is just stupid. Honestly, people are putting away all their darkest secrets on this board. Get in, front row, can't wait.
That was actually really fun. I enjoyed that.
Time for Marauders Mayhem, because why not? River Rapids on 70 minutes. Runaway Mine Train on 60. I don't think it's worth it. We're going to head up to Forbidden Valley, and on the way we might do Duel, because that seems to have quite a short queue.
I think Troy is a little bit better than Wicker Man, so I'd probably rather ride this. I'm really bad at these shooter games. I'm probably at like 4. I've got like 25,000, which I think is actually quite good. Last ride like that I rode was Mouse de Chocolat Fantasyland, but that's slightly different. Yeah, I think that's harder.
Oh yes. Am I going to enjoy this, or am I going to be too big again? So this beast is actually closed at the moment, but I think the ride ops say they expect, well, not the ride ops, you know, the cast members. It's not Disneyland, but they expect it to be open soon, so hopefully I won't have to miss this one out. Here we go. From last experience, I actually preferred this to Manta, but again, it's been 2 years, so will it still be better than Manta in my opinion? Let's find out. Since when was there a trim brake here? What? This rabbit's just vibing. Or is it dead? We'll never know. Got an update for you guys. The rabbit's ears were moving. It's alive. Let's go. So we'll soon be on Galactica with about 2 hours of the day left. Nemesis still hasn't opened, but if we're lucky, it might have opened perfect time after we get off this.
I still don't know if I like it more than Manta. That was quite fun, kind of peaceful, you know, just flying in it. I'm getting a bit worried now because Nemesis is still closed, but we're going to do Funk and Fly Cowabunga.
Oh, it's fine. He's what? Oh no. They've put a triangle on the bin. What great theming. That was a lot more intense than it looks. A lot more intense than I expected as well. And Nemesis still closed. With it being Mardi Gras, there's some different food options. I've got chicken noodles, quite expensive, £9.50 for this. But I need all the help I can get. I'm about to go on a heist because Gangsta Granny the rides is, yeah, we're going to do that last, I think. Get a night ride on Gangsta Granny. So they're serving Greek food, which reminds me of Europa Park, in which the Greek area has Poseidon, which is a water coaster. Therefore, we're getting a water coaster 2023. Yes, 2023. Good evening. Queue for Gangsta Granny has been closed yet again. There's so much of a gangster that we can't even get on the ride. Gonna get one last ride on 13, which is one of the coasters I've not done today. So that's what we're gonna go do now. For those of you questioning the New York City shirt, I'm actually a Man City fan. Unfortunately, we've just lost the Champions League final. I'm gutted about that, obviously. But I've got the shirt just because I think it's quite nice. Ooh, am I going to be small enough to ride?
So we're going to be on the front row. Last time I was on the front row of an Intamin was Taron. Slight downgrade, but it's almost as good, right? Actually, that's a lie. It was Expedition G-Force. So this is... yeah, it's not going to be my number one at all, is it? Well, I think I've got a new number one. 13, definitely a lot more tame than when I remembered. It's just a well-themed kiddie coaster, to be honest. I probably should have ridden Octonauts instead of it.
So the park is closed after a 10-hour-long day, and there's only one thing left to say. It's time to go! So the queue lines as a whole today, they've been pretty long. I think we may have accidentally come on the busiest day of the year, and we've not been able to ride Nemesis or Gangsta Granny, unfortunately. But the long queue lines give me an opportunity to take pictures of the rides, and I've got quite a lot, like hundreds. So make sure you're following at Expedition G-Force on Instagram, where I'll be posting some of those. There's the towers, there's some flowers, and it's closing hours. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in another mini vlog in probably another 10 months.
Buckle up, it's a drill ride.